Okay, people and guys, you might be wondering where the hell I am and what the hell I'm doing. And when you can see that I'm in the woods, in the forest, between mountains, and it's time for another excursion to the countryside. First of all, horribly sorry if my sound does sound really bad and that I'm speaking really heavy. The reason is, like you can see, I'm climbing a mountain right now. I actually don't know if it will be part of the Yokose Laview video, which I still have to make. I haven't even started with that. But because I'm in the Chichibu area right now, so basically the neighboring city of Yokose, and at least I started from here. You could also start from Yokose station, but I decided to start from I don't know the name of the station actually, sorry. I will probably blend it in. But it's nice. Look at that. You see the water? No, not the waterfall, but the water down there. The river. Okay, before you have to listen to the nonsense that Real Life Ventus is talking about on camera, I should probably introduce myself first. Hello, I am VoiceOver Ventus, and I'm here to explain the whole trip to you because Real Life Ventus would probably fail at that anyway. So, as you already know, I'm in the Chichibu area in Saitama Prefecture. The last time I visited Yokose, which you can see in the video up in the corner. Today I decided to finally do something I already wanted to do in my last video. I'm going to climb Mount Bukō. But before I tell you everything about the mountain and the region, let me start with how I got here. First, I took the Laview Limited Express from Ikebukuro to Seibu Chichibu station. I already showed you this train in my last video. The train takes about 1 hour and 20 minutes from end station to end station. There are two common routes to climb Mount Bukō. One starts from Yokose station. The problem with that is that you first have to walk about 6 kilometers along a road just to get close to the mountain. Or you could also take a taxi, but I didn't really want to do that. So I chose the other route. I took the Chichibu main line to Urayamaguchi station, from where you can start climbing the mountain directly. However, there were some problems. The Chichibu main line only runs about every 30 minutes, so I had to wait quite a while for the train because I saw the train leave when I got to the station, which was really unfortunately. On top of that, I was under time pressure because in November the sun sets pretty early. Then I made a mistake that wouldn't have been a big deal in the city, but out here it can be pretty serious. I got on the wrong train, the train in the wrong direction, because both trains arrived only 2 minutes apart and I really didn't pay close enough attention and just got onto the first one, which was the wrong one. So I got off at Onohara station. At first I didn't know what to do, so I decided to walk around a bit and eat the sandwich I had bought as a snack for later in the waiting area. Long story short, I arrived in Urayamaguchi almost 2 hours later than planned, and only then I could finally start the climb. Oh my god guys, can you see the monkeys up there? I'm actually a bit scared of them, since I was just walking up there were some people mowing the grass next to the road here, and then I just saw the monkeys up ahead and I thought, shit, are these bears or something? But because actually here in this area, if I really have much unluck, if I'm really unlucky, I could also encounter bears. And actually that's the last thing I want to do actually. So luckily here in this area only black bears, and they are known to not be that aggressive as the bears in Hokkaido. Are these grey bears or brown bears? I'm not completely sure, but they're definitely don't want to... You see them? It's insane. It's really insane. Just an area where there are like wild monkeys. I've never seen wild monkeys in my life before, so that's crazy. It's really crazy. So yeah, where am I? I'm climbing Mount Bukō at like the Yokose Chichibu area in Saitama Prefecture. The mountain is around 1,300 meters high or something like that. And since I started from around 300 meters, I have to climb around 1,000 meters to get up, and around 12 kilometers from that side. And if I make it to the top without dying and falling down the cliff, for example, I will decide at the top of the mountain if I take the same path down, which is shorter, or if I take the path to Yokose, which is like 3 kilometers far, like longer. So yeah, depending on how late it is, how I'm feeling, because I don't have that much time, because I had some, there were some problems with the train. I have to keep my speed up, because otherwise it will get dark, and I definitely don't want to be stranded in the mountains when it's dark. I mean, in Austria actually, I wouldn't be that scared. I know the animals there. There are basically no predators at all. The most dangerous is probably other people and the cold of the night. So in general you don't have to be scared at all. Here it's something else. Here are bears, here are monkeys, here are, I don't know if there are wolves here. Here might be like poisonous or venomous animals like spiders and snakes. I don't know if there some spiders maybe live in the mountains, snakes probably not that much, but I'm not completely sure. So yeah, I will just climb for a bit and probably give you some update later. Like I said, it might be its own video, it might be in the same video than the last adventure. Probably if I decide to make this video, it will probably be its own video actually. So sorry if I only film the ground. I'm really focusing on the climb. There's a waterfall, I don't know if you can see it. So yeah, at that point I definitely can hear it. I stop talking and focus on climbing a bit more, since there's still, I don't know, 11 kilometers ahead or something like that, and like 1,000 meters of height. So yeah, see ya, hopefully. Okay guys, I have successfully survived the first part of the hike. The bears. First I found this tree with the really big leaves, but apparently there's some kind of illness or so, because all of the leaves are really white and they're looking like they're moldy. Or maybe it's from this tree. I don't know, because but one of the trees here really looks bad. Besides that, the reason why I stopped the camera like earlier, I probably cut it together. I noticed some other Japanese hiker like coming from the opposite direction, and I didn't want to like speak to the camera while he passes, so I stopped the recording. And then the most hilarious thing ever happened. He greeted me with konnichiwa. Actually, like, you might know I live like in the Tokyo area, and basically no one is greeting you. I mean, if you go to in shops or so, of course they're like greeting you with their irashaimase, but usually on the street people here are not greeting. But apparently on the mountain people are greeting. What the hell is that? Mountain culture? If yes, then I absolutely like it. From Urayamaguchi, it's about 6 kilometers to the summit. That doesn't sound too bad, right? but during the distance you have to climb about 1000 meters in elevation, which definitely makes it a challenge. Once I reached the top, I had two options. If time becomes tight, I could go back the same way I came from. Or if I still had enough time, I could descend on the eastern side of the mountain towards Yokosuka Station. The downside of that route is that it's about 10 kilometers long, which is much longer than the way I came up. Mount Bukō is 1304 meters high, and it has been an active quarry since the Edo period, which is why the mountain has its very distinctive shape today. I somewhere read that it is one of the 200 most famous mountains here in Japan, and one landmark you can't miss when you ever come to this area. After I reached the top, I had to take a break first and eat the rest of my food. Then I looked around. There were quite a few hikers on the summit, all resting after the exhausting climb. I checked out the shrine and the other buildings before heading to the observation deck, from where I can look over Yokosuka and Chichibu. And it was actually really funny, because from up here I could even spot the roads I had walked along the last time I was here. After about an hour of resting, I started heading back down, and since I still had enough time, I went down on the Yokosuka side. From now on, I think Real Adventures is hopefully capable enough to tell you the rest of the story, so until hopefully not soon. Have a nice day. Okay, hello, I'm back. So after I only did voiceover in the last few clips, I think, or yeah, I'm pretty sure I did, because I didn't speak anything. Because actually, from the first person I met onwards, I met like 20 more all on the way down. So I was a bit like worried that maybe I'm really late and everyone's already on the descent of the mountain. But there were really a lot of people up there, maybe like at least 50, I guess. I would guess at least 50 people were up the mountain. Yeah, you've probably already seen the footage from the mountain. It looks stunning, like the view, like you could see the things we walked like in the last episode, which is like, just so incredible. The view basically being on top of a big quarry. That's crazy, that's really crazy. First, I'm really happy that I didn't walk this route last time when I was here in the rain, because I probably would have died there. Not really bad, because the ascent was horrible. Luckily, even though the descent is full with roots and stuff like that, I'm really confident and good when it comes to that. Like I overtook already a lot of people on the other route, because I was just faster than them and I didn't want to wait for them. So yeah, now you might think, yeah, be careful holding a camera and at the same time descending a steep path. Actually, I don't know why, but I mean, walking downhill on a road is really exhausting. But walking downhill on like rocky paths like this, which are really steep down, I really enjoy that, to be honest. I feel like, I don't know how the animals are called. They live in the European Alps. Steinbock is in Germany. I'm probably show a picture now. I just hope that I'm on the right path, because like I of course I've thought on that. Like I downloaded the Google Maps map of the area, so at least I have a map. And also the GPS is apparently working, but sadly like Google Maps doesn't show the trails here, can only use the satellite images. And the bad thing is, like, it also didn't get like a physical map. That was a really bad mistake, to be honest. And yeah, and so on the other app, which showed me the track which I followed up the mountain, I had like basically the map, the path up the mountain activated, but I'm taking a different route down, so basically hadn't like loaded that down beforehand. And since I don't have any connection, any like Wi-Fi connection or like a connection in general here on top of the mountain, I can't download it. But since I see my blue point on Google Maps and also the roads on Google Maps, I think this path should lead me down to a like main road and to Yokose station, where we like started last video. So, or like the Yokose exploration video. I just hope that this is the right track, because here are no other people. Like I followed a track which led in the wrong direction. Then this path descended from the other one, and I followed this because it goes down. The other one did go up. And oh look, there's a stone. Oh shit, wait a second. After this clip I'm gonna look for a stone, because I want to take a stone with me from this mountain. And yeah, so I'm taking the path down. I hope it's the right one. Something else to say? Probably not, since I probably have already told most in the voiceovers. So yeah, see ya. And I think now it's gonna get easier. I think I'm really good in the time. Even though I made like almost a 1 hour lunch break, I departed at around 1 p.m. and I have time until around 5 p.m. until the sun sets. This path now is around, I think, 2 kilometers or so longer, or 1.5. But it's a decent, the area, like the roads, the paths are much better, and I think I can definitely basically nail the way on like up the mountain in like a bit, in basically 2 hours. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I can manage that. So see ya. Okay guys, it's not far from the last video. I'm on my way. This is a really nice way, like a really broad street, but sadly pretty hard to go down. But look what I found. Look what I found. Like I came from up here, from up the curve, and then I found this. Just a random car being there. Bro. This guy. I mean, it's here for probably really long. Because basically, I don't know. Did this guy just drive? I mean, he probably drove down from the curve there, was too fast, and then the auto was like rolling. Or he didn't like make the curve and he ended up there. He's probably up there since a few years now. I mean, this is a really old car. It might be even a VW. How do the people in English call it in America? Like a German VW. It kind of looks like a VW Golf, but I'm not sure. It could also be another car. Probably it's another car, sorry. But I kind of want to go down there, but yeah, I don't know if you can see it on the camera that good, but oh shit, wrong direction. Yeah, it's not that steep, but I mean, it's definitely steep, but over there is like a real cliff, and so basically weren't the trees there, this guy would definitely have died. Like this, he hopefully has survived, so that's crazy. Yeah, I think I will not go down there. That's just too risky, because if like someone walks the trail and sees me down there, that's a bit sus, and yeah, no, I don't really want to go down there. Well, if I get like I don't know, 10,000 views on this video and 1,000 thumbs up, then I will ascend this tree again. Even if it's winter, and go to the car. So yeah, press the like button, but please not that often, since I don't really want to go up here again. What the hell is that? Look at that. That's so horrible, bro. If you're like falling down there, you're basically dead. There's like a stone wall to hold like a rubble and stuff like that back, I think. It's crazy, it's really crazy here. Okay, so just a small update. It's only been 1 minute since the last clip, since the car clip, or like basically since the car clip, but I think I know that I don't encounter people anymore first. at this time of the day, since it's already like 2 p.m, no one is ascending the mountain. Of course, that would be like completely dumb, because like you wouldn't make it back until the sun sets at 5 p.m. So it would be, yeah, pretty much impossible, even if you like speed run the mountain like I did. But besides that, I mean, the only people I could encounter, people I'm overtaking, which could happen, but yeah, I don't know. And second, I think I'm just taking a shortcut, or like there's a longer way down, because here like always so small other shortcuts. But because I already saw like a few signs which were like leading back to the main way. For example, hiking course. There's a hiking course. You can see it. I will look it up if I have to go down there or like follow the street. Okay, just a small video. I found out on like the map, like the old trails app, which is really good for hiking trails and biking trails, and so I recommend it. Of course, not sponsored. I just realized like this is like a forest street, like a wood street. I don't know, or like lumber street. I don't know how it's called in English. In German it's like Forststraße, like forest street or lumber street, like a street for people like making wood. I don't know the reason of this one. Maybe it's also for making wood, but if I look at the forest, probably not. It's probably just for either to reach like the mountaintop to like get supplies done, or for like building the building up there, the temple and stuff like that back in the days. I don't actually, that might be the case. Basically I took like the easy way. They're like always like, I think this is the main way, like the main hiking way are the small paths. Like this was basically cheating. I cheated. It might have been a bit longer, and also I found some other things which, did I hear someone? No. Yeah, I'm hearing some people, but they're pretty far away. So basically, I'm gonna tell you that thing in the voiceover, because like on top of the mountain I was really struggling with finding the right path, because I think I already told the thing. Like I didn't have a proper map and route loaded. But basically I could just have used the old trails map, because it showed basically all trails, like the name suggests. Like I thought the dotted lines, I'll probably show a picture, are only like borders of regions, or how do you call it, like the things where you can see like the height of mountains, you know, the topographical lines. Probably gonna translate it or something like that. Yeah, so sorry, the video's so bad, I think. But yeah, so the other way, which there were like two ways I was struggling, either this one or the other one, might have been a bit shorter, but yeah, that way was good. I can't complain. It was a good thing that I chose this one. So because like this we saw the car, I think this is probably the better way. So yeah, see ya. It's me again, voiceover Ventus, and I'm here to finish the story. At first, I really need to apologize for the often pretty terrible footage. Real life Ventus was honestly not very good at keeping the camera steady, like you probably have noticed, and he still needs to learn how to talk probably on camera. But I already cut out a lot of the unnecessary and incomprehensible rambling, but still, this video is far from perfect or even good. I hope the other footage I recorded for other videos is better. Anyway, back to the story. At first, the way back down into the valley was pretty pleasant after the long climb and the long break, but after a few kilometers, walking downhill became really exhausting, uncomfortable and painful. After passing some really beautiful landscapes, I finally reached the main road in the valley, which leads back to Yokose. From there, I still had several kilometers left to walk, so I started making my way towards the station. After a while, a car slowed down next to me and stopped. I was pretty confused at that point when the driver spoke to me and asked if I was going to the train station. As it turned out, he hikes in this area quite often and picks up the first hikers he finds on the road every time to give them a free ride to the station. He was really kind and we had a nice conversation in a mix of English and Japanese. We exchanged our contact information and said goodbye at the station from where I made my way back home. I just want to thank everyone who made it this far. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like this and hopefully in a better quality, feel free to leave a like and so on and come back again in the future. Thanks for watching and see ya. Bye bye.